Hi and welcome to Jyotishi.com. So today we are going to continue with the Nakshatra series where we are going to discuss the Dhanishta Nakshatra. So let's continue with the Nakshatra series and now we will discuss the Dhanishta Nakshatra.
Yes.
Like the previous times, let's take a few examples and then discuss.
Yes. So Dhanishta is known as Avittam, the southern part of the country. It's again a beautiful nakshatra, and it's in the 11th house of the natural zodiac. And then it's ruled by Ashta Vasus. So Ashta is 8. Vasus are the divine lights kind of a thing.
Okay.
So Vasus usually represent the 5 Pancha elements, 5 Panchabhutas, 5 elements. That is Agni, Jala, Vayu, Bhumi, those 5 elements, and then sun, moon and nakshatras.
Okay.
Sun, moon and stars. So these 3 plus 5, 8 are sort of denoted with Ashtavasus. It's also directly related to the Ashtalakshmis, the Ashta Dikpalakas,
Okay.
the 8 directions
Right.
in life, and so this Ashta is a very beautiful concept actually. And the small one-liner prayer for Ashtavasus is Om Shri Ashta Vasukale Namaha. So that is what you do, and generally you have this sound, bejas for your
Bija mantras.
bija mantras. So for Kleem, Kreem, Shreem,
Right.
and all that. So similarly for your system to invoke your system, there are sort of mantras. It's called Lam,
Okay.
Ram. So Ram, our Sri Ram is directly related to Agni.
Okay.
So Lam is related to water. Lam, Ram, Yam. So Om, what do you call it? Indraya, Om Lam Indraya Namaha. Om Ram Agne Namaha. So like that there are mantras for the Panchabhutas. So Lam, Ram, Vam, Yam, Ham. So this is the saying. So Ham talks about Ishanaya Namaha. So that is the form of Shiva.
Right.
So basically this is the mantra for Dhanishta Nakshatra. So anybody with moon in Dhanishta or key planets in Dhanishta should definitely connect with Ashtavasus.
Okay.
That is the 5 elements and the sun, moon and nakshatras. And also try to invoke this particular 5 energies. So we have the Vibgyor, right? So the 5 energies are directly related to this spectrum.
Okay.
Violet to red
Right.
kind of a spectrum. So this 5 elements also, if you sort of bring it up, so Lam is directly related to the Mooladhara,
Okay.
that sound.
Okay.
So that if you're able to sort of invoke and then move forward, it's a very good thing for a Dhanishta.
Nakshatra perspective.
Yes.
Okay, so let's take maybe some celebrity examples and
Yes,
see
yes.
how it relates to our own life.
Yes. So Dhanishta is the power or the energy of Dhanishta is to sort of look for high associations and then move higher up in the society. So that is the power. So for example, we can talk about Princess Diana, or we can talk about Marilyn Monroe and those kind of people. So basically, high associations. So you would find, if you go in the morning to the golf course here, you'll find people who they may be average, above average, or very high class kind of, or SCCA kind of a thing, but their interest is to build up high associations.
Right.
And through high associations, build up business networking.
Okay.
So that is a typical, sort of framework for
Dhanishta.
Dhanishta.
Okay.
So they will always look for high
People who are highly
people who
placed.
are highly placed, people who are highly networked,
Okay.
people who have high net worth
Okay.
kind of a thing, and they will try and associate with them for
Okay.
business gains, monetary gains,
Right.
your promotions and those kind of stuff. So they very from that perspective, it's a very nakshatra with an ambition.
Okay.
These people have huge ambitions.
Okay.
And so you know this Maslow's hierarchy, right?
Yes.
So your base things are satisfied, roti kapda makan.
Right.
Then you look for sort of money and those kind of things. Then ultimately, in the top of the triangle, you want power.
Right.
So you get into politics. So
Okay.
that flavor is very strong. So for example, Jayaprada, a normal person got into acting.
Right.
Then you looked at member of parliament. You want to have power as well. Sunil Dutt, you're
Okay.
normal, you became a film actor, and then
These are all moon in
Dhanishta.
Okay.
So normal money, wealth, normal association, not satisfied. I want
Power
to get
is
back.
what?
I want power. I want to get back into the next
League.
kind of a thing.
Okay.
So that flavor is very, very strong from a
Dhanishta
Dhanishta
perspective.
perspective. So Jayaprada, Sunil Dutt. So that flavor is very, very strong
Okay.
from a
Dhanishta
point of
perspective.
view. Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Got it. So that also Dhan,
Yes.
like the wealth component is very strong
Yes,
here.
wealth component is also very, very strong. So you obviously want money,
Right.
and after money you want power. With that money you want to sort of access
Like
and gain
gain
power,
power.
kind of a thing. So the money component from a Dhanishta point of view is very, very strong. So we can take the example of Bloomberg, and so that flavor is pretty strong. And then they want power after the money, kind of a thing. So like what we discussed, Sunil Dutt,
Right.
Vinod Khanna. Vinod Khanna is again a very good example. Again into politics
Right.
after acting, kind of a
Right.
thing. So that flavor is very, very strong from that perspective. So even if you see film actors, so it's 11th house, right? So 11th aspecting the 5th house of entertainment. So a lot of celebrities and entertainment industry from this particular thing. So Salman Khan. Salman Khan is a very, very good example of a Dhanishta
Okay.
sort of a thing where power, you are a film actor, but you are a film actor with slight power as well.
Right.
You are not normal thing, so you want to be known as one of the powerful guys in this industry, especially in terms of wealth.
Okay.
And that attitude of sort of I will buy everything with wealth kind of thing is pretty strong in this particular.
Now, since you're talking about the 11th house is also large. Anything to do with
Yes.
large organizations.
Yes.
So everything to do with their lives will be large,
Yes.
like masses,
Yes.
like
King
the
style, king style.
examples that you gave are
Yes.
like people who have like mass appeal, right?
Yes. So that aura, they want to build an aura which is beyond the normal life, and that aura is very, very strong for a Dhanishta. They like to sort of think that people will look at them as a person with a big aura kind of a thing.
Got
so
it.
That
That 11th house flavor.
yes,
comes.
11th house flavor is very strong, large, big organizations, and that there is also an aspect of spirituality.
Okay.
But primarily it is more to do with this aura, material aspect, and this aura aspect is very strong.
So what aspect of spirituality do they connect to?
So spirituality is very reasonably very rare, and it's at a later stage in life kind of a thing. But otherwise, generally, materialistic aspect of Dhanishta is very strong. Dhanishta is also related to music and rhythm, especially rhythm. So it's the symbol is denoted by drums. So anybody with moon in Dhanishta should ideally listen to rhythmic sounds. Primarily tabla, drums, or mridangam, or anything to do with rhythm, because they have this ability to connect with rhythm of nature.
Okay.
Rhythm of nature from a perspective of not Shruti, but perspective of that drums kind of a thing. That rhythm.
Right.
That ability is very strong from a Dhanishta. So anything to do with your what do you call? So you have this drums, African Congo, and those kind of things. So that flavor is very, very strong from a Dhanishta. So slide music in the morning, where there is a lot of rhythm, is very, very, very soothing for this particular nakshatra.
Dhanishta person.
Yes.
Okay.
And it is also related to 11th house of thighs and legs and all that. So swiftness is very, very strong, and it's Vimshottari is ruled by Mars.
Okay.
So that swiftness, so for example, if you talk about swiftness, Ricky Ponting, so his running between the wickets is very swift. So for example, Andre Agassi.
Right.
So the way he moves across the court is very swift. So for example, Carl Lewis. Carl Lewis, we all know, fastest in the world at that point in time, 100 meters. So that swiftness is brought in by this Dhanishta sort of. Yes. So that is a very good flavor for a Dhanishta.
Okay, got it.
Yes.
And so if swiftness is involved, something to do with logistics, is any of that?
Yes. Anything to do with delivery, anything to do with timely delivery, speed and in terms of delivery.
30 minutes
yes, 30 minutes. And it's also directly aspecting the 5th house of e-commerce, right? So there is a beautiful connection there as well. In terms
So that
of,
is one good career
yes,
option for people.
very good
with
career
that.
option for this. Anything to do with sort of oil and gas is also good because it's an airy sign.
Okay.
So anything to do with oil and gas, anything to do with pipelines, all those kind of careers are very suitable for a
Dhanishta
person.
Okay.
So anything to do with connecting with networking, connecting with people, and those kind of things is a very
like
strong.
running like a BNI or
Yes,
like any of
yes,
these portals that
yes,
is. Salesperson is also
yes,
good.
salesperson is also very good for a Dhanishta kind of a thing.
And ideally they should work for large organizations.
Yes, or build large organizations.
Okay.
Look at sort of getting to a level wherein it's a huge
Large organization
yes,
type of okay, got it. Now also what animal is involved?
Yeah, so from a body part perspective, the anus denotes a thing, and then there is a sort of a lion connection with Dhanishta. So from that perspective, there is a reasonable amount of loyal regality associated with this nakshatra, because anyway, whenever money and power comes, that automatically this portion of thing comes. And then, if you are not reasonably careful with the food habits that you have, there could be issues with the abdomen kind of an area.
Region.
Yes. So it's better to sort of take care from that
Perspective.
Yes.
Okay, got it. Now, since you spoke about lion, it's also leadership positions,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Like a CEO,
Yes.
like all these are also good.
Yes, all these are also very good
for a Dhanishta person.
Dhanishta person. Yes.
Okay.
Dhanishta, we all know, is associated with fame, abundance and fame, and then higher up in the society and those kind of things. So praying to Devi Ganga is also, so there is a story associated with it. So if they can visit places of worship, and especially Kashi kind of a thing, it's a very good for a Dhanishta nakshatra. Because the Ashtavasus were given a curse by Vashishta.
Okay.
And then they were born as sort of humans in this world, and then out of which only one person who sort of became Bhishma. So Bhishma Pitama is one of those Ashtavasus.
Okay.
And then only one remained. Remaining all went back to the abode kind of a thing. So they were all born as children of Ganga. So it is believed that taking bath in Ganga or visiting places where there is Ganga and all that is very good for a Dhanishta
person. Dhanishta native.
Yes. So any key planets in Dhanishta, if you are sort of connecting with Ma Ganga, it's a very good thing to happen.
So like we discussed, there are a few key pointers to the Dhanishta nakshatra. It's a very regal, high society type of a nakshatra with a lot of material emphasis as well as importance on climbing up the ladder and reaching to the top. So if you are an ambitious person and would like to know where your planets are placed and if you have any planets in Dhanishta or not, do log on to jyotishi.com and we can help. Thank you.